Okay, this is lesson 7.9, Exploring Ratios and Geometric Figures, the parent help video for grade 3 everyday math. In this lesson, we have one new vocabulary word, and the vocabulary word is similar figures. Now, this use of the word similar is different than how we usually use it in our everyday speech. We might say that, well, this pencil is similar to that pencil, meaning it's almost the same. In math, the way that we use similar figures, it means something very specific, as most math language does. And in this case, what it means is similar figures are figures that have the same shape. Okay, so they have the same shape, but they don't necessarily have the same size. Alright, so here's an example of similar figures, a set of similar figures. So I'm going to just draw a triangle here. If I draw this exact triangle bigger, alright, it's not going to be quite exact, but let's pretend that it is. If I draw this exact triangle bigger, this is an example of similar figures. Okay, I could also draw this exact triangle smaller. Alright, let's just say it's the exact triangle, even though I know that there is a little bit of variation. Okay, this is going to be a similar figure. Alright, the same could be said, let's say I have a square. Alright, let's say that this is an exact square. Alright, if I want to have a similar figure, it would be just a square that's bigger. Like this. Okay, or a square that is smaller. But in any case, it's going to be a square. Okay, these figures are similar. However, these figures are not similar. Alright, those are not similar figures in math. Now, we could argue in our everyday language, well, they're shapes, they're similar. That's not how we are using this word similar today. Again, this is a very, very specific way to use it, and it just means two shapes that are the same shape but a different size. Alright, that's how we use the similar figure in today's math lesson. In today's lesson, we want kids to be able to use equal groups to solve problems, and we want them to be able to construct 2- and 3-dimensional shapes from straws and twist ties. So they're going to get a chance to use straws and twist ties today. Actually, they won't use the twist ties, but they'll use the straws. However, they could use the twist ties. And also, we want them to be able to use pattern blocks to explore similar polygons. So just putting them together and exploring kind of how those work. As far as how you can help in your everyday life, if you want to just keep working with the different shapes, different polygons, what the names of those are, you can go back and review some of our earlier geometry lessons and just for the names of the shapes, and keep working on just what those are. Talk about how you could make the shapes bigger or smaller, what that might look like. You can also, please use this word similar in the math sense. Use the word similar figures. Look for those when you're driving down the road. See if you can find some similar figures, and just have a little bit of fun with that. I would encourage you to do that. So this is lesson 7.9, Exploring Ratios and Geometric Figures, for grade 3 everyday math.